Hello, welcome to the Incredibly Influential Highly Successful Podcast. My name is Kael. I'm incredibly influential.
And my name's Danny, and I'm highly successful.
You're the one who's been drinking. How the hell did you say that so clearly and soberly? How'd you do that?
I
How'd
thought
you
you've
do
also
that?
been drinking. What are you talking about?
I was gaslighting you. I was peer pressuring you. You idiot. You fool.
So why do
So,
you sound like you're the drunk one?
because I'm fucking tired. It
So
is
you lied.
almost 3 a.m.
You lied to me.
in la mañana. It is almost 3 a.m. Yeah.
It's almost 3 a.m. here too. Why are you acting like you're in a different time zone?
I'm telling the audience, nitwit.
Okay, fine.
Jesus.
God.
Fucking get it, bro. God damn. Alright, so anywho, it's like 3 a.m. I'm fucking tired. What are you doing? You fucking
Um,
silly bitch.
this is my last thing I gotta do before I can go to sleep. I uh
Me too.
I was at the bar with my family drinking responsibly, of course.
Which bar did you go to?
I went to. Well, I'm not sure if I should even say the name of it because I don't think you're gonna know the name of it. But it was like a country bar, pretty much. Like they were playing country music. There was line dancing. You have to have like a certain attire to get in, which they're cool with you as long as you wear jeans. As long as you're not wearing like sweatpants or shorts, they're cool with you. But if you come in with sweatpants or shorts, they're like, nah, you gotta get out of here. So
Okay.
I wore my
Mm-hmm.
jeans. I didn't have my boots or my hat. Um, because I sold my boots and my hat a while ago. I need to get a new pair because I think I might go to the rodeo this year.
That's so sad. uh Alexa, play my cheat you're cheating, somebody's cheating heart. Fuck. I fucked it up. I
You
can't do
said,
anything right.
have you even been drinking? Like, what is wrong with you?
No. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. I don't know.
I can't tell. Is the problem?
And maybe that's the point, baby. Maybe that's the point.
You
Maybe
say
I'm
so.
gaslighting you.
Have fun with that.
I mean, it's working, isn't it? Do you feel gaslit yet?
Um, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, you feel gaslit right now. You're like, shit. Is he? Is he even real?
Let me ask you, Nick.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today? What's the plan?
Who said I had a plan? The fuck?
I
Who
was
do you
kind of
think I
hoping you
am?
did because I'm over here. I can talk. I don't mind talking, but I don't really got much ideas for what to talk about is the problem.
I think you should take another shot, and that'll come up with some ideas for you.
Really? Like, I just took a shot before we hit record. You're wanting me to take another shot.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty funny.
uh,
Come on, bitch.
I
Come on,
got
bitch.
Mike's Hard. I can drink a lemonade.
Yeah, yeah, you like it Mike's hard, don't you? Yeah, you like when Mike gets hard. Huh?
Well,
Say it.
well,
Say
let
it.
like without spoiling the thing for the audience. Also, because we don't know how the details planned out, I do want to save some alcohol, Nick. All right.
You'd like that, wouldn't
So
you?
don't
What are
don't
you, an alcoholic?
don't
Huh?
say that. No,
What
I'm
are
saying
you,
I,
an
I want to save some
alcoholic?
alcohol because we have a plan for like a fun idea
Who
that
the
might
fuck says we has a plan? Homie
Kale.
out here saying we got a goddamn plan. What? No way. I don't have a plan.
All right, Kale. Don't act new. We were talking off recording here about doing maybe a recording for his YouTube channel. Uh, that that would be like a drunk like playthrough, like let's play or
Uh huh.
whatever. The details aren't ironed out yet, so like no guarantee on anything yet. But
Uh
that's
huh.
why I think Nick maybe I shouldn't drink all my alcohol right
Oh
now.
yeah, weren't we gonna talk about cars or something? We should talk about cars.
Oh,
Speaking
we're
of
still
being
on
drunk, we should talk
that.
about cars. Yeah, we
We're
should talk
still.
about cars.
You said you wanted to bring that up again, but I thought that you meant to like in the future, like when it came up. But like you're bringing it up right now, though.
Well, I when it came up, guess what, bitch? It came up.
Well, you
You're
should.
welcome.
You didn't give me the script for this episode, so I didn't.
I,
I
I
didn't know.
When have I ever given you the script?
Maybe it would be nice if you did, though. You know what I mean?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd fucking love that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, you little slut? Yeah, yeah, you little minx.
You
You
haven't
little...
drank anything. Why are you acting so drunk?
Haven't I? Maybe I have.
I don't know. You're acting drunk though. You're acting more drunk than I am, and I think I'm
I
going.
don't know
I
about
know
that
I've been
one.
drinking, but I don't know if you've been
I don't
drinking.
know about that one. I think that might be a little excessive. That might be a little excessive. I think let's try and stay in the ballpark, and let's keep our fuckles buckled, okay? Let's not unbuckle our fuckles unnecessarily and start saying shit that we don't really mean. We don't need to say shit that we don't mean and really just look like fools, right? Only fools don't wrap their tools, okay? So keep the condom on, buddy. You know, don't don't get your pantaloons in a twist here, okay? Um, the cars though. How do you feel about drunk driving?
I would prefer people don't do it. I think that drunk driving is definitely a problem because it's caused several incidents in my family already. Some worse than others, of course.
That is true, but
And I and
however,
I so like my personal experience with it is like you shouldn't do it. I
that's
think that
probably
people
true.
have this idea that they're like, "Oh, I'm above it. I can get away with it because I'm like better. I can handle it, right?" Now, what I would say to those people is maybe just to be on the safe side, don't test it. You know what I mean, right? You might think you're better than it. You might think, "Oh, I could handle it," But let's not test it just to be safe on the safe side, you know?
How have you considered, however, have you considered that eventually, if you keep doing it, you're gonna get better? And
Like
drunk walking, statistically, is more dangerous than drunk driving. Because you don't have the giant metal sarcophagus around you, right? You
so
don't
what
have the metal suit of armor
what I've
protecting you,
heard
right?
what I've heard is that people that are drunk, usually their body is more relaxed during collisions, and that more relaxed body does prevent injuries, which is
That's
great.
another good point.
No, 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 no. But you didn't let me finish. That's great for them. But in the off chance that you hit somebody that's not drunk, they don't have the drunk superpower that you do, where they can just relax their body, right? And
They
those
should have
people.
been drinking.
Oh, so your solution is that everybody should be drinking? See, now that's stupid, Kale. All right, that's not
Uh,
smart.
Danny, what makes you think that that was never my solution from the beginning? Everyone should always be drinking 100% of the time.
I think that drunk driving is something that people should not do, and that if people want to do it recreationally for whatever reason, that they do it in a private road or lot or track. That way they can get their thrills on without putting danger on other people.
Oh, fuck. I just had an idea. I just had $1 billion idea.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what it is.
So you know how you have to get drunk to find any entertainment in NASCAR, right?
Sure.
What if all the drivers were drunk too?
Okay, now
Competitive drunk driving. Everyone has to be above the legal limit BAC wise, and they have to they have to drive. Let's say 5 laps on the big circle, or I don't know. Maybe we'll make them do like the Formula One thing. And they just do it in some cheap ass fucking like Honda Odyssey or some shit. I don't know, but like, and they just drive around the fucking like the Formula One tracks or the whatever, the Le Mans tracks or something, and they just and they have to do 5 laps, right? I think that's fucking awesome. I think
I
that's a
I think
great
there's
idea.
I think there's a world where that could that could work out, right? It's if they have all the people on standby, if the cars are safe enough, if it's a low number of laps, and then there's kind of like a meta game strategy of like, oh, what alcohol do you drink beforehand to give you the best performance? You know,
That's true.
imagine the sponsors that you'd get. You know what I mean, right? You already have Red Bull sponsoring you, but maybe you get this brand sponsor you and that brand sponsor you. It's alcohol brand. You know
Svedka,
what I mean?
Absolute, fucking Bacardi, Malibu. That would be awesome. I
There's
would root for the Malibu team. That would be
I
my.
I
I
do like Malibu, but like it's
Fireball
interesting.
too.
Yeah. Like I do like this kind of idea that you come up with, right? And 5 laps seems like a decent amount, right? Where it's like not too many to where like maybe it'll get out of hand, but just enough to where like it'll determine who's the best and who's the worst, right?
That is true. Hey, do you want me to start drinking? Because I can.
You like I don't know why I thought that you were going to be participating with me today. I took a shot beforehand because I was like, oh, he's gonna be drinking too, but you're just lied to me and pretended to be drunk.
I think this rum shot is okay. It said
Okay.
best before 10/24, and it is in fact January 2025.
Yeah.
It's okay. Tastes
You
pretty
know,
good.
I went on ChatGPT the other day to
Yeah, what's up?
I went on ChatGPT and I said, "Hey ChatGPT, I need a meal plan, right? Because I don't know how to build a meal plan." And it gave me a meal plan, and I was like, "All right, sure, I'll do this meal plan." Now the problem with this meal plan is I didn't go through and really think it through a whole bunch, right?
Uh huh.
One of the things on the meal plan was overnight oats, but I don't got any jars for overnight oats. So it's like
You idiot.
I can't make portion sized oversized overnight oats because I don't got the jars for it. So I gotta go to the store and get the jars.
No, you don't. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that you're gonna do. Okay. You
Okay,
little
all right.
bitch. You little
Okay.
fuck.
Well, I don't like. Okay, sure.
You little slut. Okay. Here's what you're gonna
Well,
do.
okay.
Here's what you're gonna do.
Mhm.
Earlier on in the week, you're gonna do pasta.
No, see, you're not listening. The problem wasn't the pasta; it was the overnight oats.
What's what does pasta sauce come in?
I see where you're going with this a little bit.
I always keep my jars.
I don't
Always.
keep I don't keep the jars. So like
That's
that might
where,
be a blunder on me.
yeah, that's where you fucked up. I got like a dozen jars right next to my sink
You know
on the
what?
windowsill, just ready to go.
That might be the play. Like thing is I haven't been in the cooking game very long. I'm trying to kind of get into it. That's kind of a hack. So for all y'all out there that are getting into the cooking game, save your jars.
You're
That
getting into the cooking game. I'm getting into the cucking game, and I'm gonna cuck you. I'm
okay,
I'm I'm
well,
Tyrone. I'm gonna here to fuck your wife, long dick style.
well, that's quite a style. Anyways,
You wouldn't know anything about that.
well, I no comment. Anyways,
I just fucking yeah. I just finished that rum chata. That was good. That was good, man. Rum chata is fucking awesome.
I have these shots left over, but I really don't want to drink anymore because I want to save it for our 5 hour live stream or whatever that we're gonna do.
Okay, we're
I really don't know the extent of that yet. I don't even know if I
so
have enough
here's what we're
alcohol
doing.
for
We're
it.
gonna play. We're gonna play Super Mario Sunshine, but every time you jump, you take a shot.
No. Okay, guys, we're still hammering out the details. Whatever he says is not final, so don't don't take it as final.
um, Super or Mario and Luigi RPG Brothership, but every time he
Well,
says Luigi, you take a shot.
you need to understand that we're limited by things that aren't on a Nintendo because I don't got a Nintendo console.
um, Halo, but every time Master Chief fires a bullet, you have to take a shot.
You know what? How about we do?
Fire a full magazine, and you have to take 32
I think
shots.
one of my original ideas is that we play a game that's a campaign game that's around 5 hours maximum, 5 to 6 hours maximum, right? And we take drinks periodically throughout. There's a few games that fit that criteria, but let's not decide on it yet because we want to leave us some suspense for the audience, you know?
Euro Truck Simulator. Uh,
No, I don't think a simulator game would be it though.
no, it's driving, Danny. You're not seeing the vision. It's driving.
No, 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 no. Hear me out. If I had a driving setup, like I had a steering wheel and all that, it would kind of be funny. I'm not gonna lie to you to do that.
I
But
have I have it. I just don't have enough room on this desk for it.
no, not like let me tell you, I would be so excited to see a stream of you pulling out your steering wheel and a webcam and pretending to drunk drive.
What do you mean pretending to drunk drive,
You're
bro?
you're right. Drunk driving, my bad, right? And Euro Truck Simulator. Now that would
What do you
be
mean in Euro Truck Simulator? What are you talking about? I'm driving the drunk driving stream. We're doing it, chat. Let's
drunk
go.
driving stream. Let's go. Let's go. That's gonna be on the Kate Thuxton channel. Not
Hell
affiliated
yes.
with Mercy Alley whatsoever.
No, he's so affiliated right now,
No,
chat.
not affiliated with
He's the
that
most
one.
affiliated person I've ever seen, chat.
Not with that
You
one.
look up the word affiliate in the dictionary. What do you find? It's this fucking guy.
But
It's
not the
this
drunk
fucking
driving
guy.
though. I don't affiliate with drunk driving. Is my thing. Is
No,
my thing.
it's this guy. Is he's so he's very modest. You know, he doesn't want you to know that he's so affiliated with it right now. He's never been more affiliated with anything in the universe.
Mhm. So
We could play blackjack. We could play blackjack, and then every time we do we want to do every time we bust, we take a shot? I said the word bust and he cracks up. He loves it. He loves it, chat. This is where we're at with him. He's fucked. Don't you start laughing because then I'm gonna start laughing. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Stop. Stop. Dude. Hey. Dude, stop. You're gonna make me laugh.
Stop it! No, don't do it! Stop it! No, don't
No, don't
laugh!
kill
No.
yourself. You're so sexy.
don't don't kill yourself.
You're gonna get a restraining order on me without me? No, babe, don't get a divorce on me. You're so fucking sexy.
Kale, we need some direction because this episode is
California's on
already.
fire.
You know, my brother actually is currently vacationing in California.
That's
He's
awesome.
he keeps telling me that he hasn't seen any fires yet though, so kind of a little unfortunate
Oh
that we
my
don't have
god.
any live updates.
Danny, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I don't like where this is going already, but
But
let's
drunk.
okay.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I have a Hotaz.
Okay, here's the thing, Kale. Like we have a lot of ideas, but let's think about all of them first. Like I'm kind of still on my whole idea, and I wanna kind of explore my idea first before we completely abandon it. You know?
I think the idea that you resonated with the most is blackjack, but every time we bust.
Okay, you just said the word bust. Okay, that's what got
And
me.
that makes it a good idea. So, therefore, I think what you're telling me is you want to bust.
I'd be down to play GTA Online. The thing is that like I transferred my character over to the new gen version, so like I can't even play with you anymore.
No, does it have crossplay with PC now?
If you're on the new gen version, I think it will.
I don't want to have to buy it again.
I don't
There's
know.
other ways to play blackjack together, okay? Hold your fucking dick, okay?
No, I'm not saying for blackjack. I'm just saying like GTA Online could be a fun idea. Like we don't have to just do blackjack. We could do whatever on GTA Online.
That could be true, and the possibilities for drunk driving are very lucrative.
Plus, like, there's so many like mini games in GTA 5. We could find something.
GTA 5 golf, but every time you take a swing or every time you go over par, you take a shot.
Like that'd be every goal. Like that's not gonna work.
I mean, can you survive 18 shots?
I don't think I have 18 shots.
Well, you're poor,
I'm not that
so
socked up.
I know you're poor. So try. Have you tried not being poor?
No, I have enough shots for like a one person realistically taking shots.
Rome Total War, but every time you see a Roman, you take a shot.
Okay, well, like you're just trying to get drunk at that point. I feel like
I
here's
feel
the
like that's the point. Borderlands 2, but every time you see a gun, you take a shot.
no, 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 no.
No. We have a tier list, right? We have a tier list, right? So. Here we go. Here, let me cook here because I think this is actually a fucking really good idea. Watch this. So, white guns. You take a sip of beer, right? You just normal fucking 3% alcohol beer. Green guns. Uh, what's a little bit or yeah, green guns you do wine. Blue guns you do fucking rum, right? Like Malibu, right?
Mhm.
Purple guns you do fucking um uh tequila, vodka, one of the two. Orange guns you do whiskey. I think that's a good fucking idea. Every time you drop a gun, you take a shot.
I think that maybe instead of having drop a gun, maybe it's like if you want to get this new gun that you just picked up, you gotta really want it, you know?
I think I think it'd be funnier because
Because
we would
then
get wasted by the time we got to Captain Flint, and that would be
no,
perfect.
I don't think every time we see a gun, every time we drop a gun, I think what we do is I think that depending on like we gotta kind of like be smart about it. We gotta choose like, oh man, what gun are we gonna get? Because whatever we're gonna get like determines if we
I
gotta
want to
drink.
be plastered by the time we get to Captain Flint, though. You
But
don't
here's
understand.
if you want to just pick up tons of guns on the way to Captain Flint, that's on you. But like for
No. Every
me,
time they drop,
no, not every time they drop. I think every time you equip it and use it, because that way it's more kind of like you can kind of gamify it a little bit, and be like, okay, how long will it take for me to get drunk? I'll try my best to use this white gun and this green gun for as long as possible. That way,
Tit-
like I don't gotta
we
worry
could
about
play
it.
Titanfall 2 multiplayer, and every time you get in a Titan, you take a shot. So that way you're drunk Titaning. That would be fun.
I just not a big fan of Titanfall 2 multiplayer. I think we're still too hung up on this idea. Let's think about this idea more off the podcast. Let's figure out what this podcast is gonna be besides just brainstorming ways to get drunk.
Oh fuck! All right, I've got it. I've got
Okay.
it. This is actually fucking Kino. So
Okay.
save the Borderlands 2 one, right? But this might be even better.
Mhm.
Spore, but every time you change your creature, you take a shot. So you progressively get more and more drunk. So by the time you get through the cell stage, you're fucking plastered. And you're already, yeah, you may not be plastered, but you're pretty into it. And then by the time you get through the creature stage, you're fucking crazy. That would be fucking awesome.
The thing is, like, from what I remember about Spore, like the only fun parts about Spore are like the first two phases. Like
Yeah, I know.
to
And
like once it starts getting to like you have to like manage economies and all that, it's like it starts not getting fun anymore.
yeah, we would be way too drunk by the time we got to the tribal stage, and that's how it would be, and that would be the fun video.
Because the
Cuz
only fun parts are like the first two or three sections, and then after that, it's like you just don't even care about the rest of the game most of
yeah,
the
I
time.
know. By the time you get there, you're drunk. There you go. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I'm trying to think though. Like, what type of video are we planning on doing? I'm thinking we do a like 4 or 5 hour live stream. We do it all in one sitting. We make a ton of episodes out of it, right?
I don't know a ton of episodes, but I think
Well, like we
you
could do
could get
like
a really good highlights video out of it.
well, yeah, highlights for sure. Definitely get a good highlights video out of it. But if we do like 5 hour live stream, you could in theory do the whole VOD cut up into like parts, that way you could have like 3 or 4 videos, maybe 5 videos, right? Of like just VODs. That way you can just upload the VODs. And then you can get one video that's like the supercut highlights.
Perhaps,
That's why I thought that
perhaps.
that's why I thought that it'd be really good if we did like a campaign sort of thing, right? Like let's say you and me, we play Borderlands 2 start to finish, right? But we kind of make up some sort of thing where we have to take shots, right? I don't know if necessarily your idea of like wine, whiskey, whatever, whatever is the best idea because we're trying to beat the game, you know. We got to make sure it's
No, I would
reasonable to
never do
beat.
that.
We got to make sure it's reasonable to where we can actually beat the game and
I
not be
don't.
dead.
I don't think it's about beating the game. It's not about the destination. It's
No,
about the
I
journey.
I really want to be able to finish like a full game in a single
Yeah, yeah.
stream
You want to be able to
in,
finish.
in a single drunk stream.
Yeah, you want to be able to finish.
I have a couple of ideas for games that are like not too long that we could maybe do. I Borderlands 2, if we play it from start to finish without stopping,
That
would
will take
be
hours,
a
Danny.
minimum of 4 hours. A minimum of
It
four
would be
hours, maybe
minimum of
more.
fucking 8. Let's be honest here.
If we're drinking, probably.
No, more than that. If I wanted to do a challenge run in Borderlands 2, it would be like 7 or 8 hours. There's some grinding involved. There's some grinding involved. I would have to grind at least 10 Lyudas, okay? Like you
You're
don't
right.
understand.
Borderlands 2, I don't think is the play. I think we do a shorter game. We got to find a game with a really short campaign, like a campaign we can do in 6 hours or less. I think 6 hours needs to be our max, our cap.
Hitman Absolution, but every time you kill someone you drink a whole bottle.
Okay, a whole bottle. Like
Yes.
you're on something
Every time you
else.
take out a target, you drink the whole bottle. But it's beer. It's beer. Like,
Okay, well, if I don't want to drink beer, I want to take shots, or I want to take sips, or I want to
all
not do
right,
beer.
3 shots every time you kill a target in Hitman Absolution, or
That sounds way
every
too many shots.
mission, every mission you have to kill only your target. For every non-target you kill, you have to take a shot. How about that? That's a pretty
Now
one.
that I like that because there's kind of a challenge there, you know, where it's like, okay, depending on how good you are, depends on how how many shots you take. I,
Space
I
engineers, but every time you see a planet, you take a shot.
I want there to be like some sort of like incentive to take the shot, you know, versus it just being like shots for shots, you know, for shots' sake, you know.
I still think Rome Total War, but every time you see a Roman, you take a shot. I think that's the best one.
I think I liked my idea that I was telling you before off the podcast.
The Borderlands one and the Spores one are the two best ones. Let's be
The
honest here.
the Borderlands one is good. The problem with the Borderlands one is that I think that there's no realistic way that
Portal
we're
2, but
ever
every time you shoot a portal, you take a shot.
there's no realistic way that
Portal
when
2,
Borderlands
co-op.
2. Okay, co-op I actually would be down. Like I think we
Portal
could
2
probably.
co-op, but anytime
Oh
either
my
of us
god.
shoots a portal, you take a drink.
No, not choose a portal. I think what we do is we do it like in a way to where like if we die, because then we could kind of troll each other because you can portal me into like the void.
It could be that, or every time we solve a puzzle, we take a shot, and
I
then
I don't
we
think
get
every time we solve a puzzle, there's too many puzzles.
Super
We
Mega
would be
Baseball 3, but every time they throw a pitch, you take a drink.
no. See, you're trying to get plastered like in the first 10 minutes. You gotta like let it like run out for at least a couple hours. You can't instantly be like absolutely black out in the first 10 minutes.
Insurgency Sandstorm, but every time you see a grain of sand, you take a shot.
Actually, that game just got off Game Pass, so can't play it anymore,
No,
unfortunately.
it's still on there just for a few more days, I think.
Well, I'm actually busy those days.
Um, Starfield, but every time it's bad, you take a shot, so you just never stop drinking.
Oh man, that reminds me. I gotta play Starfield again. They added a DLC.
They did, but I hear it sucks. They have a car now, I think.
I gotta play the DLC. I don't know. The thing is, the problem is I saved my game and I was level 100. I think that might affect my difficulty rating a little bit.
I hope so. I hope it's impossible for you. I hope it
I
sucks.
I hope that it's not, because that would be kind of sucky if the
We
game
could
was.
always just do the classic Counter Strike Go. Every time you get killed, you take a shot. Every time you get a knife kill, everyone else drinks. And if you get knifed, you finish the bottle.
Maybe what we do is we do let's do like a CS:GO like box opening stream.
No, I'm not giving them money for that. Fuck that. No,
every
never
time we get
know.
a every time we get a blue rarity gun, you take a shot.
No, if we're gonna do the fucking rarities thing, then we're doing fucking Borderlands. Come on, don't be a cuck. Don't be a
Well,
cuck for Valve. Come on.
you're right. You're right. I've never played CS:GO. I don't have any interest in playing it or buying any of the skins. I
We
just
need to get more people, and then we can play Jackbox. And every time we do Quiplash, um, if you say something that doesn't make people laugh, you have to take a shot. So
you
if you say
know.
something that's not funny, you have to take a shot.
Can I tell you something, Nick?
What?
This is something that I feel like we could work on, that we could do, and it could be part of a drunk series, right? I have played the game of Minecraft many, many times, but I've never beaten Minecraft. Never a single time.
You've never killed the Ender Dragon?
Not a single time. Not in survival mode, anyways.
Me neither.
So I think that maybe we could do drunk Minecraft, and the end goal could be to beat the Ender Dragon. Because
Drunk
I've never
Minecraft,
done
but
it.
every time you place a block, you take a shot.
No, no. I think what we do is we have like uh maybe we do a like a 2 or 3 hour playthrough, right? And we make it like a weekly thing or like a bi-weekly thing, right? And we do a shot like every 30 minutes, right? And we play for 3 hours.
No, I think it's every time you see a block, you take a shot.
Okay, well we can figure out the specifics of it, right? But we need to. I think that could be a cool idea. That way we can actually play through Minecraft. And I think that that would be a really good idea for 4 people, because if we got 2 other people taking shots with us,
Do you
that could be a fun
remember
Minecraft
Hades?
idea.
Or do you remember Happy Wheels?
Yeah, I remember Happy Wheels.
Happy Wheels, but every time you die, you take a shot.
I've played Happy Wheels before. That's not a good deal.
Guts and Glory, but every time you die, you take a shot.
That's also not a good deal. It's like the same thing as Happy Wheels.
Exactly, but I have it, so we
I
should do
think
it.
that I think that the audience, from just listening to us, if they know what we're talking about, they can kind of see our different philosophies. Kale's philosophy is he wants to get drunk within the first 10 seconds of the video,
Hotline Miami, but every time you die, you take a shot.
but my idea is more like, okay, I want to get drunk throughout the video. You see that's the difference, I think, between
You
me and Kale
forget,
here.
I have a much higher tolerance than you, my young fucking Padawan.
Okay,
You
well,
little.
I probably way less than you. And I
You
haven't
do,
drank as
because
much
you're a
as
cock.
you.
You're a fucking
Not,
twink.
not
Twink,
because I'm a not
twink,
because I'm
twink,
a
twink,
twink
twink,
or a
twink, twink,
cuck.
twink.
How much do you weigh, Kale? Can I get a
I don't
number?
have a scale. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have a scale? How convenient. Give me a number.
I don't know. I think it says 200 on my driver's license. I don't
200.
know. Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, but every time there's a battle, you take a shot.
No. Kale, like, I haven't drank as much as you, right?
Dave the Diver, but every time you see a fish, you take a shot.
You know what, Kale? I think we need to move on past this. I think we're closing on the 30-minute mark. I don't really know because my eyes
We're
are
over the 30-minute mark, bitch.
closed. Okay, well, my eyes
All
are
right,
closed.
they are billions, but every time you see a zombie, you take a shot. It's in the name. You're taking billions of shots. I love this idea. This is a fucking great idea.
You know what, Kale? We need to work on the idea. Also, is this all that you want to talk about the entire episode? Because this wasn't even what I was wanting to bring up this episode.
I just have so many good ideas, and you keep shooting
Yeah.
them down.
Why are we workshopping on a podcast, though? We need to be workshopping.
Shadow the Hedgehog, but every time he says something cringy, take a shot.
That'll be like every time he says something.
And
That'll be so many shots.
that's the point, bitch. I don't think you're getting it. I don't think you're getting it at all. It's kind of silly.
I would love to play a game
Um,
that I'm really good at. Ugh. And incorporate
um,
Joss into that, but the problem is you're not good at games. So I'm trying to think of how we're gonna do that.
I would smoke you at Titanfall 2 multiplayer. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?
I guess you might have your certain games, but
Um,
I don't know, man. I most of the time whenever I see
Bioshock, but every
killing
time he
games,
says, "Would you kindly?" you take a shot.
I don't know how many times he says it, but I don't want to risk it just because you seem a little too confident on that one.
There's a point where they say it a lot of times in a row, and I think that would be really funny. um, uh, hold fast, nations at war, but every time someone says "Vive la France," you take a shot. I feel like that would just be like a self-sustaining loop. Like that would be like a chain reaction. Because the more drunk I get, the more I want to say "Vive la France."
Vive la France!
Vive la France!
Vive la France!
Vive la France! Every time.
You
Every
know
time
what?
I
I
play it.
kind of, I kind of do feel like that is. It does feel like you want to say it more often,
You wouldn't fucking believe it, man.
and I feel like for the bit, like you have to kind of say it.
Spider-Man, but every time you shoot a web, you take a shot.
That I'll leave that one to you.
Come on. That would be so fun. That would be so fun, though. Come on.
My cousin and I, we played Overwatch. Remember how we lost the game? We took a shot, and that I blacked out that night. So I don't
Yeah,
know
but I
if
want to
that was a
black
good
out in 10
idea.
minutes. I want to
I don't know.
be.
I don't know if that was a good idea. I joined like one of my friends that I was on friends was on Xbox. I joined their party and I made a fool of myself. I don't even remember what I said because I blacked.
That sounds really funny. That does sound actually really funny.
I don't. I haven't had the courage to ask them what happened that night because I don't. I'm so embarrassed.
I wish they had recorded it.
So I kind
Do
of
you
pretend like it doesn't happen. I
do
kind of
you
pretend like it
remember
didn't
when
happen.
I got high? Do you remember when I got high on 420 last year?
Yeah, I recall. Yeah.
And yeah, I have that video. It's free on my Patreon. Anyone can watch it. So I think someone should have done that for you. And the
The
fact
thing
that
is,
they
like, I
didn't,
wasn't planning on blacking out. I wasn't even planning on losing that many games. But like, it's hard to keep
it
winning
spirals.
because
That's the
like
whole
the more I
point.
drink, the worse I got. And then I was like, oh no, this is kind of getting out of hand.
Lego Star Wars, but every time you build something, you take a shot.
Um, I don't. I don't know about that one.
Um, Doom, but every time there's a sick ass guitar part, you take a shot.
Ooh, you know what, Kale? There's a couple games that I really want to see you play
Uh huh.
because I really enjoyed them a lot. Like personally, like, they were like some of my favorite games, right? I
Uh
don't know
huh.
that not all the games that I like you will enjoy, but there's this game. I'm not sure if you're on your computer right now or if you're able to look it up, but it's called Metal Hellsinger.
You're not sure I'm on my fucking computer. Yes, I know what Metal Hellsinger is, but you're not sure that I'm on my
That's
computer right now.
such a good game. You ever played it?
You're no, let's circle back. Let's circle back. You're not sure that I'm on my computer right now. Where are we recording this, Danny?
My eyes are closed and I'm laying in my chair. I don't really know where I'm at anymore.
All right, I'm gonna let you get your bearings while we're on the ad break because I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign from God. All right, we'll go to the ad break real quick. We'll be right back. This podcast is sponsored by Amanda Redwine, your no-nonsense talk therapist and parent coach. Serving individuals and couples in both Illinois and Florida for counseling/therapy, as well as worldwide for parent coaching. Amanda's specialty is working with teens and young adults, as well as their family systems. Amanda has extensive experience working with youth who identify on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. She has also done couples work based on a foundation of the Gottman method. She brings a light, no-nonsense approach to treatment that is approachable and empathetic. She is unflappable and makes her clients comfortable from the very beginning. Find out more at www.amandaredwine.com. That's AmandaRedwine.com. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode, and back to the show. All right, everyone, we're back. Anyway, so back to cars though. I want to keep talking about the Cybertruck because the more I learn about it, the funnier it is. Um, I I will say that I do have a financial incentive to shit on it, because I am a Rivian investor, and they make like the direct competitor. You know, they also make an all electric semi truck. Um, so like it is the direct competitor. However, I feel like even if you don't have a financial incentive, you can still shit on the Cybertruck because you are not invested in Rivian. I would say. Uh,
I'm a
I
bystander in this particular field at the moment. Maybe I'll
it,
invest in it more later, but right now I'm kind of just on the sidelines.
I mean our stocks are not doing so well, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I've lost a lot of money because I invested right after the IPO, and that was a fucking terrible idea. Um, yeah, I've lost a fair bit of money on Rivian. Um, yeah, not great. Lost a lot. Lost a lot of money. Um, yeah, yeah. But you know, you live and you learn, right? That was like the first big like stock purchase that I bought, and I've lost about $30 on both of the in both of my accounts because I invested in my retirement and in my personal like investing thing. So yeah, it's not great, but it's fine. It's fine. But I want to point out, we're shitting on the Cybertruck. Okay, we're shitting on the Cybertruck.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Do you ever like drive on like a back road or like a really like a poorly paved road, right?
sometimes. Yeah.
And then you look over to like your passenger and you say, "Man, did Lightning McQueen pave these roads?"
No, I usually don't do that.
You should do that. That's such a good bit. I love doing that bit whenever I drive over poorly paved roads and I have
See,
passengers in my car.
but Danny, I don't want them to immediately begin having sex with me because I am still trying to drive, and that would just be too much, you know?
You know, like I never thought about it that way, but
Yeah,
you
I
have a point.
like everyone loves sex, but there's a time and a place, and it's not when you're behind the wheel.
I don't
Um,
know though. Like it's a pretty good joke though. It might even be worth the risk just so you can get the joke off, right? Like
I
you're on a
guess
poorly
that's
paved
true.
road, right? And you're like, did Lightning McQueen pave these roads? And then the,
You're really. Did you have more to drink while you were getting up?
no, I just love the thought of this joke. I keep saying it. I love it so many times, and every time I get a new passenger, I can use it again if I go
And
over a road like that.
and has anyone ever laughed at it?
It gives so many laughs. That's such a good like you don't understand how good of a joke it is. People get the joke.
I'm sure they get it. It's just not that funny. Anywho,
You don't think it's that
Cybertruck.
funny? Like
Cybertruck. I
you
have
wouldn't think
something
that's
funnier
funny?
than your joke.
Wait. You don't think my joke is funny? It's a funny joke.
No, I have something funnier than your joke. Are you ready?
Unlikely, but okay.
The Cybertruck has been recalled 5 times in less than a year.
Well, I guess that's funny in a way.
In February, they had to recall about 2.2 million over an issue with the letter font in the vehicle's anti-lock braking system because people couldn't read it. Then in
Mhm.
April, there's about 4,000 Cybertrucks that got recalled because of a faulty accelerator pedal. Um, so basically, the glue they used to keep the little cover thing on the accelerator was really shitty. Uh, and it came loose whenever it came in contact with water. So if you went in your car with wet shoes, you would wear off the glue that was on the cover and it would get wedged. Like you would like step forward on it and like the cover would start coming off, and then when you let your foot off, it would get stuck on like the top of the footwell, and it would stay going forward, and so you would fucking die.
Mhm.
um and then
Yeah.
there were two recalls in June, for the windshield wipers and parts of the trim pieces, and then there's a new recall in October where the rear view camera fucking sucks. So yeah, 8 seconds after going into reverse, the rear view camera just wouldn't show up. It's fucking ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. How moronic and incompetent can you be?
But
Like,
hear me out. Do you ever just drive on a road that's like poorly paved, right?
so yeah,
And
if
then
you
you
want an
say,
electric truck,
and then you say, was this road paved by Lightning McQueen?
Danny,
Because you
I'm
get it,
starting. I'm
like in the
starting
movie,
to.
like you get it because in the movie, you watch the movie, right?
Yeah, and then he goes back and fixes it and does a good fucking job. So actually, your joke doesn't even fucking work. So
Well, my
actually, kill yourself. So actually, fucking put a gun in your mouth and die. Nobody loves
well,
you.
like I remember that part of the movie, but like I feel like the part of the movie that I feel like I'm referencing, you know, is not that part though.
Yeah, but he goes back and he fucking fixes it. So actually, fucking kill yourself.
So you're just a hater of comedy.
Bad comedy.
Well, like I don't see any bad comedy here, so
You don't see comedy, you fucking hear it, you dumbass.
well, maybe to like blind people like you, but I see comedy.
I'm gonna show you something real comedic here in a minute. It's your fucking dick pics, bro. That's real comedic. That's the real comedy. That's the funniest thing you've got. Is your
You
little
don't
pecker, your little
you don't
wiener.
you don't got dick pics. That's not my dick pics at least.
No, I have yours.
No,
I
you
have them.
don't.
I have them.
You don't.
I got them from your hoes. From all the women you send unsolicited dick pics to, I got them. I
Not
have them
true.
now.
Don't let that rumor spread. I don't send out sons to look at the dick pics.
Unsolicited dick pics all day, every day. It's frightening how many you send.
No, no.
Like where do you find the time to send all
Viewers
these
of the
unsolicited dick
podcast
pics?
do not believe the words that he is
I'm
saying.
100% putting that in the description, by the way.
This is
I hope
all
you know that.
libel. This is all defamation. Whatever word it is, I don't know.
I genuinely hope you know that I am putting that in the description.
Like I hope you don't put something absolutely crude in the description because I'm worried now.
What do you mean by by crude? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
It's
don't imply that you have my dick pics that I did not solicit to anybody.
yeah, you didn't solicit them. You just fucking sent them.
No, I
You
didn't
know.
send them to anybody. Like first of all, I don't have dick pics. Number one. Number two,
The,
I didn't send them to anybody. And three, I didn't send them to
huh.
anybody without their permission. So like this
Uh-huh.
all of this is a lie.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease, you know what I mean? You know, methinks thou doth protest too much. You know what I
I
mean?
Nedoths think you don't have any proof, and if you did, I'd be very concerned of how you got that.
I'm literally talking about it right now. Oh, so you admit they do exist. So they do
No,
exist.
no,
All right,
I would
let's see.
say I'd be concerned how you got that because like it doesn't exist. How would you get something that doesn't exist?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Um, you know, where so when did you start sending these unsolicited dick pics to people, Danny? When did you start with this? This is kind of
I've never sent an unsolicited photo of any kind.
I mean, I don't think that's true. You've sent me a lot of photos that were unsolicited. What if one of them was your dick and you just didn't realize? You know, you sent me a lot. You sent me a lot of photos that I did not ask for.
I send you posts on Instagram, not technically photos because they're
No,
posts,
you send photos. You've sent photos before. You've sent
Mm,
photos before.
but never unsolicited. I would never
No,
unsolicited.
without me asking. You've done that before,
I
and
would
you
never
know
unsolicit a photo.
he here. You know, it's really cute that you're trying to get out of this, Danny. It's really adorable. Um, Unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy for you, babes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Why even just fess up to it, man? Live your life, man. It's all good. You
So
know,
let me tell you what I was doing today.
other than sending unsolicited dick pics, or are we still on that?
We're off of that right now. Actually, believe it or
Okay,
not.
are we taking a break from that? Are we gonna circle
Yeah.
back?
Well, maybe not. Maybe we don't. Maybe we won't.
No, I think we should. I think we should.
Maybe we'll leave that for another episode. Actually, we can have that as a continuation for the fans if they really want to hear it. Next episode.
No, I think we should. I think we should circle back to that.
So like, let me kind of go over what I was up to. Right. My cousin.
Your sister said W brother.
I think she meant with brother, but
No,
W brother is also really cool.
no, yeah, with brother. Yeah, you are not a W brother. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Considering you're basically my brother at this point, you're kind of an L brother. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know what?
Are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? You gonna tell me I'm wrong?
I'm not an L brother. I am a W brother.
L brother, L brother, L brother. You want to get Dylan in here? Is he up? Let's call him in. Let's call him in. Hey
Dylan,
Dylan.
I just
Hey,
told you Dylan was in California.
hey. That doesn't mean he's not awake, fucktard.
In
Idiot.
California, he's not gonna hear you from here.
Yes, he is. He's gonna hear it.
No, he's
He's
not.
he's so invested in the podcast that he has he's actually got like a special like bug in your room that like activates whenever you're doing the podcast, right? Like whenever you start, it's got like an AI thing so that every time you start saying
Whenever I say highly successful, it just instantly just picks
yes,
it up. No, I
yes, it
don't. I doubt
does.
that. But let me get back to my story before we get too off track. So my cousin, who is in the Marines, came back from the holidays
Yeah,
a while back.
for the
eh,
holidays. He
For the
didn't come
holidays.
back from the holidays.
Yeah, you're right. He came back for the holidays, and tonight, the night that we're recording this, that he said earlier, uh, was the night that we were celebrating his kind of going away back to the military because he goes back in the morning tomorrow, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
So we all got together, all of us who were able to make it, which it wasn't the whole family, but it was a decent amount of us. It was some of my uncles, my cousins, and a few other people. My sister was also there. From the post, you could kind of tell she was there.
Uh huh.
And
With her L brother. Yeah.
W brother actually is what she said. Weird that you can't read, but
No, no, no.
um,
I can tell what she meant though. I can tell what she meant.
she meant W brother. She meant W brother. Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
if she had meant W brother, she would have capitalized
so
it.
we were
But
having
no, she
fun. We were
meant with brother.
dancing. We were drinking. We were having a good old time, right? It was like a country bar, which is fun, because they were playing lots of country music. We were
You
dancing.
can't go to a country bar with your sister, Danny. That's like going to a fucking
Country music bar. You know what I mean?
that's like going to a Shane Dawson bar with your cat, bro. That's fucked up.
That's not at all. First of all, you're making a lot of assumptions here. Anyways,
That's exactly what I'm saying, Danny.
moving
Come
on from
on.
your weird assumptions, right? So that was fun. That was exciting. The last couple of days, let me tell you what I've been up to. It's not been anything super exciting. I'm kind of getting ready
We
for
know.
the semester, but while I'm getting ready for the semester, I was kind of doing
I
some other
wish you wouldn't have
last
said
minute.
that. I wish you wouldn't have reminded me of that. Because by the time you guys hear this, if you're not on our fucking Patreon, which you should be, by the way, get on our fucking Patreon, right, Danny? Right, Danny? Right, Danny?
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, get on our fucking Patreon right now. Right fucking now. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. If you don't get on the fucking Patreon right now, we're gonna have some issues. Okay? We're gonna have some issues, okay? So you don't want to piss me off. You don't want to get on my bad side.
Yeah, but what was I saying? I kind of got distracted. Oh yeah, I'm getting ready for the new semester, so I was doing some
Oh, I was gonna say I'll be in
prep
school
work
by the
for
time
that.
this comes out, unless you're on the Patreon.
Yes, I will also be in school. But what I was gonna say is that besides getting ready for school and stuff, right? I've been playing a few games, kind of like finishing up some games that I wanted to like kind of be like get out of the way before school starts. Just like my own personal thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
and I finally, after years of uh putting it off, finally finished Hollow Knight. Took a minute. Finally finished Hollow Knight. And by finished Hollow Knight, I mean like got all the achievements, you know. So that's exciting. And then I finally finished Borderlands the pre-sequel, which I think you might have saw me playing a little earlier today.
Danny, there's a game called RimWorld, right? So
I
if
do not
you
want to
were
play
one of the
RimWorld.
developers who made it, would you be able to say that technically you had a rim job?
Oh, yeah. If that's how
Okay.
you want to, if that's how you want to, phrase your work, I suppose.
That is exact. I think you should know me well enough by now to know that that is exactly how I want to phrase my words.
Man, if only you could have named this podcast with something rim related, and then you could have that could be a thing you say every day to all your people.
Yeah, I wish we could have called this the Rim Job Podcast.
Yeah, and then imagine like in public, you're talking to girls, you're talking to your friends, you're talking to your family. You're like, oh yeah, I do rim work, in my
I do
pastime.
rim jobs, yeah.
Yeah, rim jobs in my pastime. Like it's what I where I get the money from.
You're damn right I do.
And
Not
and
bringing the
and
big bucks for my rim jobs.
exactly, like imagine like missed opportunity though, missed opportunity. Like what do you tell your family now? You can't tell them rim jobs. What do you tell them?
I was talking about starting a podcast with two of my guy friends and one of my female friends, and we were talking about calling it airtight just because we're fucking terrible people. Ugh. Ugh. I every time I think about that, I laugh, but then I'm like, I should probably take a cold shower. But also, hell yeah, I did that. I thought of that. But I'm pretty sure somebody's already had that idea though, so it's like, you know, I'd be second to the fucking punch, you know what I mean? And that's just sad. You don't want to be second to the punch,
You
you
don't know if
know?
you're second to the punch until you look it up and check.
I mean, if I Google airtight podcast, I feel like that's gonna fuck up my search history for a while. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but at the same time, like that's research.
I mean, something like that. Yeah, yeah. And should I watch some of the videos that come up, for research purposes?
If you think it'll help the podcast, I guess.
I definitely do. That's really, I'm glad you said that because I definitely do think that, we should watch them together. We should watch them. And
Well, like
going back to the
the
drunk
thing is,
ideas,
it sounds like this podcast idea. Like I don't know, I don't want to assume, but it sounds like I wasn't going to be a part of it,
no,
just from how it sounded. So I don't know if
no.
I need to be part of the research.
When I said we, I didn't mean you. You fuck. You fuck. You fuck. You
What do you
fuck.
mean? What do you mean we? But that doesn't include me. I'm the only one here talking to you right now.
We as in like the members of the Airtight podcast. You fucking idiot. Duh. What are you, stupid or something?
Like that was not apparent. It was not apparent at all.
Maybe it should have been, but you're just dumb. Okay? Have you fucking considered that?
No,
Uh,
I never considered that. Actually, crazy enough.
but since we're talking about we, what if? However, hang on. What if? What if? Right?
I've always wanted to play Wii Tanks again. That was always a good one.
What if we did? Um, we watched porn, and every time there's a thrust, we take a shot.
You have fun with that one, but I think I'm all right.
No, I think that would be great. I think that would be like really good.
Like the strat would just be to watch lesbian porn, and then I'll be sober.
Oh, my sweet summer child. You've never heard of a strap on before, have you?
No, yeah, oh dang, Hopefully I click on the right lesbian porn video that doesn't have that. Oh man, or else I'll be just as screwed.
You think you're gonna be the one
Ah,
driving, you fuck? Dumbass?
oh,
You fool.
I don't get to click on the videos. You're clicking on the video. Okay, now we're
Well,
screwed.
duh, of course. What do you think I am?
You're gonna click on the videos with the extra thrusting.
I mean, that's how I like it. I Google extra thrusting every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Fucking duh.
Every time you watch, you go extra.
Extra thrusting. It has to be in the tags. You gotta It's got to have the extra thrusting. It's very important.
The very important extra thrusting tag.
You know,
Like
you have to pay
it is
extra for
important.
it. You have to pay extra for it. I got to log in and everything, but
Oh, we're
it's so
watching
worth it.
we're watching the premium extra thrusting stuff.
Well, duh. You think I'm giving you the freebie shit? No. Only the best. Only the best for you, Danny.
Yeah, I can't imagine, the type of content we'll be getting with the
Uh
premium membership for the extra thrusting category.
always. Fucking always, Danny. Who do you think I am? You think I wouldn't spoil you? My brother, my best friend, my L brother? Fucking
W brother, actually.
no, I have a W brother. He's not you. Okay, you're not him, buddy. You're
Who
not
is he,
him.
huh? Who is he?
You're gonna meet him. You're gonna fucking meet him here in a fucking few months. You're gonna meet him, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, he is a W brother." And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I know, right?" You're
Do
gonna be
you
like,
have
"Oh, I
L
wish."
sisters or W sisters?
I have a W sister. Come on, I'm not gonna shit on my sister. Fucking, I love my sister. She's awesome. She's
Your
great.
sister? Do you have one or two sisters? I have two sisters.
Oh, I have a bunch of sisters actually. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have so many. I've forgotten. I would say most of them are W's.
Most of the sisters are W sisters.
I'm not gonna say all of them are. Maybe one
Oh,
of them isn't
interesting.
a.
Curious.
Maybe one of them is an L sister, and I'll let them decide which is which.
Ooh, interesting. Curious. You'll tell me
Yeah.
off the off the record though, right?
No, of course not. I
Oh, so
want
I
I
like
want them to not know, so that way they have to be like, am I the L sister? And then they have to like work on it, and they have to like be better, right? And they don't know, so they're all gonna be doing better. You know what I mean? So therefore, I come out on top.
I don't know if you want to be saying that around your sisters, but whatever.
I mean, fucking, they know. One of my sisters is an L sister, and they're gonna have to find out who it is. But I have a few, so they're gonna have to discuss amongst themselves and really come up with what's going on with that. And then maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Hey, Kel, I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Are you ready for the big red button?
You're goddamn right. I have one all ready to go too.
Oh, that's great. That's actually what I was hoping you would say.
Are you ready to go?
Oh yeah, I'm so ready.
All right. You become the most attractive person to have ever existed, but every ugly person that sees you will try to kill you.
Um, Interesting, curious.
All right. I want to know, um, like
Like, what makes an ugly person? That's
I
kind of
was
really
gonna
important
ask
to me.
you. I was gonna ask
Yeah.
you, right? Where do you put the cutoff for this to be acceptable? Right? Are you gonna say, um, are you gonna say that everyone who's a 4 out of 10 and below, everyone who's a 3 out of 10 and below, like what are we doing here?
See, for me, I think it's more based off of personality. Whoever has an ugly personality. But that's a lot of people
Don't
still.
fucking bullshit me.
That's still a lot of people. Like, that's still a lot
Don't
of people.
bullshit me, you fuck.
That's still a lot of people. That's still a ton of people.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah,
Because
buddy.
you can be
Okay,
ugly
whatever.
personality wise, or you can be ugly physical wise. And I feel like
There
ugly
are
physical
ugly
wise is
people
very
physical
subjective.
wise. Don't do it. Don't fuck with me.
I feel like ugly people physical wise is a little bit more subjective. I feel like ugly personality wise is a lot more objective.
Danny, I don't fucking care. L.
What do you mean
L.
L? What do you mean L?
I I said what I meant and I meant what I said. L. L plus ratio plus
I
um
think that out of 10, I don't usually do out of 10. I find, that a lot of girls are average or above. There's very few girls, or very few people, guys or girls, that I feel like or are below average. Unless it's again
half
personality.
of people are average or above. That's how averages work. Dummy.
No, no,
Dumbass.
no, no. But I feel like for what Like
Are you saying it's
whenever I see people, there's like it's very rare where I will see somebody and I'll go, that person is actively ugly versus where it's like, okay, that person's all right. You know, for me, I feel like my like what's it called uh requirement for quote unquote ugliness is a lot lower than just like 50%. It's like I want to say like the bottom like 25%. You know what I mean?
the
That's what I
top
would. The
the
bottom
the
25. The
the
bottom
bottom
25%.
25? Okay. So a 2.5 and below.
Yeah.
Or are you saying a
Let,
2.5 and below,
let's say
or
let's say
a
3 and below.
2.5, or like the bottom 25%, right? So one
No,
in
not
four people are going to
not
try and kill
not
you.
the bottom 25%. Let's say a 3 and below. Let's say 3 and below.
Three and below.
Okay.
Okay. So statistically speaking,
That's not necessarily 30% of people because again, it's very like because a lot of people I think are above a 3. It's hard to say though because I feel like because beauty is so subjective, it's I don't think it's distributed completely evenly across, right? Like threes and below might not account for 30% of people, you know? They might only account for
so
like 10% of people. It's that's why it's hard to say.
all right. So basically what we're finding here is that the standard deviation is about point 0.6, right? So standard
Um,
deviation is about point 0.6. So uh with that in mind, would you like to change your answer? Because you know math, you know how standard deviations work. Are
it's been a
you
minute since I did standard deviations, and I don't really want to do math right now. So, how about you tell me what standard deviations mean?
so standard deviations is I'm so glad you asked, by the way. What's your name, little guy? What's your name, little fella?
My name is Trey.
No, your real name.
My name is Trey Eden.
No, your real name.
You can call me Mercy Daddy.
No one is calling you that. So, the standard deviation is a measure of variation of from the mean of a set of values, right? It's a
Hmm.
transformation you do to a set of data.
No,
But
no. See, like that's the part that I was understanding. I just want you to explain the data for me real quick. Can you do that for me?
so if you're grading a bunch of people on a 0 to 10 curve, right? Or a 1 to
Hmm.
10 curve, right? You've got everyone on this list. The average is going to be somewhere between 4.5 and 6, right?
Hmm.
That's around the average. And your standard deviation is going to be about 0.6. And because it's a bell curve, about 68% of people are going to be within point 0.6 units of your average, right? Wherever that is, 4.5 to 6, somewhere in there. So about most people are going to be within 4.5 to 6 usually. So, and like you're really, for like someone who's like a 2.5, that is really 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 low. And I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I've seen, I probably see more ugly people than would be suggested by this zero point 0.6 standard deviation. But maybe, I don't know, I don't have like a lineup of
I
faces.
think that for each individual person, they have like a different subjective, like I guess, vision or point on where the standard deviation lies, right? For me, I like the standard bell curve idea, right? Because I feel like most people are like decent looking. Then there's a few people that are like really, really super ultra attractive, and then there's a few people that are really, really super ultra unattractive, right? And then you kind of have like the few people that are like attractive and like unattractive that are kind of like in the middle, right?
Hmm.
And I again like because most people are like in that middle kind of bracket where they're like average decent, you know.
Yeah.
I think that 2.53, like what I was saying before, like it's not like 30%. It's like I don't know how many percentage that would be. Like I want to say like 10, 15% maybe, like somewhere around there, right?
Sure.
That feels like a good range.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Well, I haven't done the math too much, but that feels like a good estimate
You'd
from
like
somebody
that
who's.
to be true, wouldn't you?
Well, how about you tell me, since you just seem
What
to
am
not
I
be answering
telling
the
you?
question. Is 10 to 15% an accurate guess? I don't know.
What do you mean by 15%?
Of twos, threes and below.
No. If the standard deviation is 0.6, that's barely anyone. But I don't know. I haven't objectively tried to like measure this amount of people. I don't know. I'm not fucking
Th-
doing that
This is all
because
theoretical right now.
it is. It's a little too theoretical for 4 a.m. on a fucking Saturday. So maybe we should fucking end the episode and go to fuck to sleep. I wouldn't do it because I already am the most attractive person in the world, and I haven't been. Nobody's tried to murder me yet, right? So like it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, I also wouldn't do it because I don't think that it matters enough to me for it to be worth it.
I mean, you've gone your whole life being ugly. Why do you want to change it now? You know what I mean?
Um, I feel like that's
Anywho, thank
subjective,
you all
but
very much
whatever.
for listening. We want to shout out our Patreon. Patreon.com/IIHS podcast. If you join our $3 tier, you get access to part one of this episode as soon as it's done being edited. So you get to hear it on fucking Saturday afternoon. I'm not editing it tonight. I don't wanna do that. But you get to listen to it on Saturday afternoon instead of Tuesday morning. That's a way head start. And you get a cool little shout out here at the end. But if you want an even cooler shout out and to listen to the whole episode early and with no ad break, you know, way better, right? Uh, Join our $5 tier. You also get access to all of our movie commentaries early and ad free. Wait,
Early
what?
and ad
No,
free.
I'm so done. I'm
He's
so
so
fucked.
done. He's so done, guys.
Thanks, Danny. You're really fucking supportive here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm so supportive. Whatever you say, man.
Why are you an old man now?
Whatever you say, man.
Okay. Anyhow, um, yeah, patreon.com/IIHS podcast. Hell yeah, links in the description. If you want to find us on social media, we are at IIHS podcast on Twitter, not Twitter, the new one, Blue Sky, that
X.
one, Threads. No, shut the fuck up. Um,
X.com, guys. We'll
no,
be
we're
on
not
there.
on X. We are not on X, and X doesn't exist. It's Twitter.
X.com, formerly known as Twitter.
It's not formerly known as Twitter. It is currently known as
Formerly
Twitter.
known as Twitter.
Currently known as Twitter.
We're
We
on
are on Threads,
X.com.
Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube. We are
We're
at
on
IIHS
Facebook,
Podcast.
WhatsApp,
We're not
Kick.
on those. We're not on those. We're
We're on
definitely not on Kick.
Tumblr.
We're not on Kick because we're not grooming minors, Danny.
We're on Line messaging app. We're
We're
on
on Live Leak.
Tumblr.
We're on the dark web.
We're on Reddit. Send
Uh,
us your cool Reddits,
we're
guys.
not on Reddit. We are not on Reddit.
Not
I'm on
yet.
Reddit myself,
If
but
you want to access us on Reddit, find Kale's account. I'm sure
now
he'll
I
have
guess
access
now I
to.
need to make us a fucking Reddit account. God damn it. I hate you. I hope you know that I hate you. Okay. Anywho,
Guys, y'all can thank me for this Reddit that we're gonna have by the next episode.
my name is Kael.
Guaranteed.
I'm incredibly influential.
My name is Danny, and I'm highly successful.
We'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.